We are rolling, ladies
Hello.
and gentlemen.
Hello and welcome to the Adam Friedland Show Premium Podcast. Welcoming our guest, Ryan Donahue. Everyone give it up for Ryan.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much.
A lot of stuff happening here at corporate HQ of the Adam Friedland Show. Busy day. Nick, how you doing, baby?
I'm good, dude.
Yeah, really good to see you, Nick.
I was low energy today, but I decided we're gonna change it up.
That's good. It's inspiring. Oh,
Let me see your pack.
Let's see your pack.
where's my pack?
We're gonna keep rolling on this. No, he's on.
This is
Yeah.
talk.
I hit it too well.
Give me levels here.
Ryan, you're a fucking amateur, bro.
Can you hear him, Pete? Because it was close enough. You should have.
It was right under my fucking mouth.
Yeah,
This
he
is
actually
the kind
had
of
it.
stuff when
he
you
had
do
it in the
live
place.
television.
He had it in the place that it should have been.
In his asshole.
And it was deep in the crevices of my ass.
Where the sun don't shine.
Unless I point it directly into the sun. Check, check.
So, Ryan, you're from Rhode Island.
Yeah,
wait, hold on. Are we good on the levels?
Checking the levels. Checking the levels.
Check.
Why don't we just start it all over, boys? I mean, Jesus.
No, I kind of like the
The chaos?
Yeah. Okay. hello-
Ian Chaos Finance. That's what I heard he's going by these days.
Should we start again or no?
Pete, can we hear him? Yeah, we can hear him. Oh, okay. All right. No, then we're good.
Okay. Hello and welcome to the Adam Friedland Show Premium Podcast. We're joined by Ryan Donahue from Rhode Island.
That is where I'm from originally.
Very funny comedian, pal of ours. Don't be confused by the California surfer style haircut.
Correct.
On this guy.
Yeah, I don't know what a Rhode Island haircut would be, but it's
I think it's a powdered wig, actually.
initially, yes. I
How
suppose.
do people feel about like the common misconception that Rhode Island is the most pussy state?
Do people think that?
Yeah, they're like, look at that, he's so small.
No, I think it's they're pretty fine with it over there. You know, they have a sense of humor about themselves. I would say Massachusetts is a little more self-serious, if I'm being
Yeah.
honest.
They're just kind of the same place.
Yeah, but
No,
when
no,
you
one
live
is-
there, it's
Rhode Island doesn't really have its own identity. I would say.
Italians.
There are Italians.
A bunch
But
of
lot
there's
of
Italians in Massachusetts also.
No, more Irish.
Where in Mass?
Yeah, you remember in The Departed where he's like those Italians in Rhode Island.
Let's stop beating
they're
around the bush
dirty,
here.
dirty
We're here
people.
today to
Yeah.
talk shit about Ian Finance.
No, yes, we are. He's had it coming for some time.
Ian has gone too
We
far.
let him live, and now he's basically told Joe Rogan some
What did he tell
horrible-
Joe? What did he tell Joe Rogan?
horrible things.
I didn't
about us.
watch.
Horrible
I
things.
saw that. I saw Ian Finance on the Joe Rogan program, and I said, Joe's done.
Yeah.
This is done. This whole thing, they're going to cancel the Spotify deal now. He has no idea what he's done.
From what I've heard,
He has no idea. There's probably a smell in there that'll never come out.
I don't engage with
Old cum.
I don't engage with alt-right media, but from what I've heard, Ian on the air said that Nick and I are despicable human beings.
Really?
To my hero, Joe Rogan.
That's
The show I don't like. The guy I love. You know?
I don't like either of them. I think both the guy and the we're talking about Ian.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, all of them. How about this? Fuck everybody. Fuck everybody involved. I wish nothing but bad things for them.
For every single person.
For every single person in whatever we're talking about.
I like that too.
I've already forgotten the context, but I hope they all get. I hope they all find a lump.
And that's what a punk rock style of comedy is like.
I figured that might be good for us. I see the success that the ska aesthetic has brought Ian, and I said maybe we can.
Yeah.
Maybe I can bring that about.
He co-opted.
I would love if for this podcast if I could just somehow we can edit it that I appear in different places like Q from Star Trek. We can do that? All right, yeah. If you go to Adam's coverage, I can. What the fuck is that, dude? That's not my body.
That sounds like your mind.
No, it's not.
You farted?
No, it's. I think it's because next door now there's a business. This is an office building, and now one of the businesses here is one that uses a saw. So I don't.
The saw business.
Yeah, they have a drill and saw running
Yeah,
business.
I believe it's a flooring company.
Yeah, so that's good that we have that right next to our television studio.
Well, if we need floors, we can go to them. It's a
Yeah.
very nice Italian man that runs it.
Speaking of, as part of the comedy update segment,
Let's hear it.
not only has Ian crossed the Rubicon, as I would say, into permanently banned from the Adam Friedland Show territory.
He's done.
We would like to take a moment to address something. Our former colleague, Stavros Halkias, the 10,000-step bastard, unfortunately was on one of his health walks this morning
Yeah.
and attempted to cross the Key Bridge.
Do you have any thought or like memories or to memorialize our friend that broke the bridge in
That went-
Baltimore?
Yeah, did you see that story? A bridge collapsed. And
I did see that.
We're saying to stop.
That would
Oh, I
have
heard.
killed on Cometown. If you were like, oh, I
Okay,
didn't know you were
hol-
walking
hold
on the
on,
bridge.
Hold on. This is the show. So when
What do you mean?
if I say something and you don't laugh at it, and then you go, "That would have killed on," it's you. You're the one not laughing.
You said
at
it to me earlier, and I laughed a
You're
lot.
not, but you're not laughing now. So if it's not killing now, it's because you're not laughing at it.
I laughed before, but then I thought
You
about
can't put it off on the the other show. That was also you.
the bridge, the traffic that this has caused.
Yeah.
Also the human toll, but the traffic. Can you imagine? Have you been to Baltimore, Maryland?
What
have.
is the human toll? There's 6 people.
6
All
souls.
things considered, for-
70 or something like that.
70 people.
70
okay.
people.
That's much worse.
Yeah, that's
More
horrible.
than 6 for sure.
Yeah. And what the problem was is the boat is like they got something wrong with the boat.
Massive boat. I blame the Houthis personally. People talk a lot about the Houthis these days. You know about it? Well, Nick, where are you going?
I gotta throw this can out. You can keep talking.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You heard about these damn
No,
Houthis?
I haven't heard about the Houthis.
They're apparently Yemenite pirates.
And they are collapsing the bridge with Stavros? Is that what's
No,
happening?
they're doing something with boats. What happened to the term ass pirate? Butt pirate.
Butt pirate.
Yeah.
That's, is that for a rapist?
I think it was a homosexual.
But wouldn't you, if you're a butt pirate, you're stealing butt?
I don't. It doesn't make much sense. But yeah, it used to be like a.
You're
like
you're just crazy for butt. Like you have scurvy
You're
for butt.
Pillaging
Pillaging butt.
a butt. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think it should be brought back.
Have
Have you ever heard that Lil Jon song about Adam's experiences in the DMs?
No.
Turned down for butt?
No, I
'Cause,
haven't.
yeah, he's DMing guys asking if they can fuck him in the ass, and then they say no, and it's
Turned down for butt.
he's turned down for butt. Have you heard that? Have you heard that song?
It's quite a good song.
It's a good
It's
song.
a cool, yeah. I do know the song. I do know the tune. I didn't know what it was about though. I have a hearing problem, so I didn't actually hear the words.
You're one of these deaf comedians.
I am. I'm a deaf comedian. Yeah.
You did Def Comedy Jam?
I do Def Comedy Jam. I
Yeah.
do shows with no audience. I'm just deaf, and it doesn't matter what
How do you
happens.
communicate comedy to a deaf audience?
There's a lady.
Just signs, but it
She
can't be
signs.
funny.
No, it can't be funny. I have seen it be. I imagine. I mean, people go. I don't know.
It has to be more of a physical style of comedy for a deaf audience,
I would think so.
like a kick in the balls. I bet you a deaf audience would just
I mean, kicking the balls.
kicking
is
the balls.
Top
is
tier comedy.
It is the universal comedy language.
Absolutely.
You could go to a tribe in the
Kicking
Amazon.
a deaf person in the balls.
That is one of the funny.
That might be the funniest
probably
thing.
the
It's
funniest.
statistically though, like a lot of those ball kicking videos, maybe 25% of them result in people losing their nuts, like having to have them surgically removed.
Really?
I don't think. Yeah, as a
I didn't
kid,
know
you can
that.
get hit in the nuts, but you're getting kicked in the nuts by like a 6-year-old.
Right.
If a grown man were to kick you in the nuts, like now, it doesn't happen as an adult.
You think it like pops the ball or something?
Yeah, it bruises them and then they don't recover.
It
and
is
then-
a truly
then they're just- they
evil
become-
thing to do to
Oh,
to
yeah.
another,
No, it's-
especially if you're a man doing
yeah,
it.
that and like thunder clapping someone's ears.
Yeah.
boxing one's ears.
I had a preschooler scream in my ear one time.
And that's why you're deaf.
And no, I was deaf before that, but I'm sure it didn't help. I mean, I don't want to claim full deaf.
You were an
I just
adult
couldn't
at
hear
the
like
time?
birds. Huh?
You can't hear birds.
Yeah, birds. Well, now that I have this hearing aid, I can hear a little more birds.
Really?
Yeah.
What does it sound like? Metallic?
Tinny.
Tinny.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
High pitched noises I didn't get. So when the mask came out, I had no idea what the hell anyone was saying. You know?
Really?
Yeah, it was.
I wish I had that with my wife. You
Let's
know?
go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking take her away.
Please take her.
Yeah.
I used to do a joke during COVID where I was like, me and my girlfriend were going to sleep, and she'd turn around, I'd grab a mask, I'd put it on, and then I'd tap her on the shoulder, and I would be wearing the mask in bed.
And she wouldn't know who you were.
She'd be like, huh, that is classic. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good prank.
Yeah. That was a good prank.
I've scared my grandma many a time.
With what?
Just by hiding and then popping out, but I realize
Surprising
I'm risking
her?
her life in doing that. Yeah.
Is she a good person?
I'm single, so I don't have a girl that I can do that with.
I thought you were married.
Oh, I am technically married, but we're not together.
Oh, you got separated from your wife.
Yeah. We married so that
And
she
you know
could
what
have
she said, Adam?
citizenship.
She said,
She's a
she
Greek
said
refugee.
Ryan never listens
Yeah, I believe that.
because
Wow.
he's deaf.
Because I was deaf, yeah.
Because he's
So
deaf.
she's ableist.
She's an ableist refugee.
Really?
Yep.
Pretty much every girl that I've broken up with is also anti-Semitic.
Really?
So for you, it's probably ableism.
Yeah, it is ableism often.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't like bionic anything. You know, they're very,
Bionic.
yeah.
Do you
I
have
am
a,
bionic.
so what do you have, a cochlear implant?
No, I have hearing aids, but I also run on batteries. My entire body is
His
powered
heart
by
is battery
Like
powered.
the Energizer Bunny. Did you see they had deaf representation
This
on the,
literally, with you behind the camera asking questions like this makes this feel like
It's
an amateur
terrifying.
porn in
It's
like
terrifying.
interview.
It's
yeah,
terrifying.
but
In a
this
way
is
that
kinda-
I'm-
we landed on this. I did this last week, and I enjoy this much more.
Just
Yeah.
being off camera.
He's
and-
decided he doesn't want to appear.
so
anymore.
why is there a chair in case he decides he wants to
No,
sit down?
this helps
This
me.
guy really owns the place.
This helps me pay attention to what's going on. I'll fall asleep if I'm sitting there. It's nap time, pal.
Yeah.
Did you watch The Bachelor?
No.
Where there was deaf representation. One of
Oh
the
yeah,
girls-
that deaf girl. She's very cute.
Yeah. Oh, really, Adam?
I think she's a cutie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't.
That's
I
kind
didn't
of a
keep watching.
sicko thing to say, wouldn't you say,
You
Ryan?
know, a deaf girl can be
That's
cute.
sort of a sick. That's disgusting, isn't it?
No, I think it's
Why would that be disgusting?
potentially. I haven't seen her though. I don't know what she looks like.
Wouldn't you say?
Nick can really pop off behind the camera. If he's on stage, he's reserved.
Wouldn't you
He's
say
like,
that that's disgusting?
what if the industry's watching? Behind the camera, he goes back to the.
Yeah, being
The old-
because you can't prove who
Yeah.
it is.
There's no
Much
way
like
of
the
knowing that
mask.
it's him.
That's
yeah.
his mask in bed. yeah.
I went to college in D.C. and there's a deaf university there, Gallaudet.
Really,
Yeah, it's like the Harvard of deaf
really.
schools, apparently.
So you got to be able to kind of hear.
No, it's everyone's deaf.
And
I would love to just see a final exam.
Do you fart?
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's the final exam at Gallaudet. Just a quiet room with just the sounds of a bunch of people just shitting their
So-
pants.
So it's the smartest deaf people all go to this
Apparently,
college.
it's like great place.
Okay.
And I went to college with this guy, and I was like, "How did you get into university?" I was like, "This might be the dumbest guy I've ever met." And he used to send out like mass texts. He'd get blacked out, and then like 3 a.m., like 40 people would get a text. And one week, he was like, "I'm at Gallaudet at a party, and it's crazy, and there's no music. Like, pull up." And he found himself through like being drunk and blacked out at one of the deaf parties. Wow. Yeah, and he's like, they're going they're going ham. They're popping off.
Wow.
And it turns out when we graduated, he was like, "Yeah, I was a double major, philosophy and politics and 4.0, and I took the LSAT without studying, and I got an almost perfect score." And he was a genius the entire time. I thought he was had shit for brains. This guy. So let that be a lesson to you,
Geniuses party with the deaf.
not to. I don't know what the lesson is, but there's a lesson in there.
Yeah, I'll unpack that.
What's the most important lesson you ever learned?
Uh,
No means no.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's huge. Yeah.
That's kind of that's blue humor.
Should we go to deaf college?
I mean,
Like, do you know that movie The Ringer?
like Johnny Knoxville?
Yeah, but we do that except we go to deaf school.
By
And then-
doing
well,
the
then
voice?
you just sit, you just pretend to be deaf, and then it's like, okay, here comes the final exam for math, and then you just have you have just a Bluetooth speaker, and it's like outside. There's a guy in a car, so you're sitting there, no one can hear anything. You got a speaker right next to you, and it's like, 1 million plus 1 million is 2 million, and then you get all the answers.
That's
You
pretty
could,
smart.
but my point is that you could cheat very easily.
That is pretty smart. Yeah.
Because the teachers are also deaf?
I think
One would
of course.
assume. Yeah.
Wow. Be easy to sneak out of class then.
What
huh,
are we
my
going? We're going a little too hard.
man? No, I said it'd be easy to
Are
sneak
you worried
out
about
of
getting
class.
kicked out of the deaf community?
Nope.
Ryan's a clean comedian, by the way, guys.
Yeah, I've never sworn or
Really.
in my life.
When you start cussing, what do you think the first cuss is going to be?
Probably shit.
You cussed.
That's why I'm
As
here.
I tricked you.
Wow, that was smart.
You deaf idiot.
This is pretty cool.
You're one of the dumbest guys I've ever met.
What?
I'm just kidding, dude.
All right.
So,
Thanks for having me, guys. This
are you not having fun? I
I'm
feel like
having
you're
a
in
great-
like Guantanamo Bay right now.
Yeah, this is a little Guantanamo
Are we
Bay.
tortured?
Do you
Torturing
feel
our friend?
intimidated to be here?
You're saying what?
Do you feel intimidated to be here or something?
No, I just like didn't expect you to be behind the camera twisting
It's all right.
zooms into
It is.
faces.
It is disconcerting for
It's
sure.
rather
yeah.
odd, yeah.
But I'm used to him.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Nick made me tough
Oh, nice.
because I went through the ringer, much like the Johnny Knoxville movie,
As aforementioned.
where he pretends to be mentally handicapped.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that movie?
No, but I now know what you were talking about.
Yeah, yeah. He goes to the Special Olympics.
Right. Yeah, that's a Farrelly Brothers movie, I think.
Oh, Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Oh, they're from Rhode Island.
Have you
am.
seen Me, Myself, and
Would you think
Irene?
Dumb
I
and
have.
Dumber was...
Classic.
Yeah,
Sorry.
90s.
Go ahead, Nick.
No, it's fine. Me, Myself, and Irene, great movie.
Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Do you remember the part where he pees and his piss is going everywhere and he realizes that he'd had sex the night before? Because it's like right after you
Oh,
have
'cause-
sex,
yes.
your piss is kind of unpredictable.
Correct. Yeah. I
What
do
is that?
remember
You have cum in your dick hole still?
Yeah, I think you have cum in your dick hole.
Wow.
And it splits because we actually have we have one dick hole with 2 tubes attached to it,
Is
like
that
much
really?
like a fountain soda situation. Yeah.
Really?
One's for pee, one's for cum, but they get all messed up when you pee inside of a lady,
So the cum is from the balls.
and the piss is from above the balls.
I don't understand how the balls. Is it what's around the testicles?
There
in the
is
sack. That's cum.
cum is all around the testicles.
So you bust and then
It goes into the testicles and then shoots out of the pee hole.
So what are the balls doing?
Just kind of keeping the jizz warm.
It would be cool if we could evolve in a way where the one ball has the egg and the other ball has the sperm,
And then
No
we wouldn't have
chicks.
to deal
and
with
then
like,
No
well,
chicks.
mixes, and then that gets nutted into a woman, and the woman contributes almost nothing to
Nothing.
the process.
Yeah, and it's my son. And she can't tell me
she can't take him away.
how to raise him.
Right.
Yeah.
She can't stop me from fishing.
I'm gonna be sports dad. I think I've decided.
Sports dads are cool.
Did your parents put you in athletics?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pete, you can pick up switching for a second. I'm gonna run into the other room and get some tea.
Great. Yeah, I did. I played Little League. I had a Little League coach who
Oh,
drank
shit.
during practice, and if we spilled his beer during a game, we would have to run a lap.
He was drinking
Yeah.
around kids.
Around children, you believe
Wow.
it?
I
The fuck?
read. What are you doing?
I'm getting tea. I just said I'm getting tea. You heard me say that.
Yeah, but you were saying what the fuck?
Yeah, because I'm all wound up here. It doesn't matter. It's fine. I got the cord is all wrapped around me. Go ahead. What?
We're talking. No, yeah, nothing.
Okay, sorry.
You didn't do anything wrong.
Jesus Christ, dude.
You didn't do
You
anything
guys really
wrong.
had a tough day together.
Well, he's
before I
been
got here.
yelling
We
at
had
me
a
all
tough
day.
day. He's been yelling at me all day.
Yeah.
And he blamed my best friend as his the reason why. Actually, can you chill here 1 second?
This feels like some terrible
Ryan, just-
sabotage.
No, just chill here. Dude.
I'm not doing it. All right.
No,
I'm gonna
just
chill
one
here.
second,
I am gonna do nothing entertaining.
No, you can just sit here.
Yep.
Yo,
What are you
what's
doing?
going-
I'm getting tea. I'm literally
Like,
just
is
getting tea.
everything all right?
Yeah, everything's fine. Go do
Are you
the.
mad at me right now?
No, please just let me get tea.
What? You gonna come back to the show?
What do you do? Go back. It takes 2 seconds.
I know. I'm drinking tea on stage. Too.
I know, but you already have one. I'm trying to make one now.
No, I want you to have a tea with me.
All right, dude.
What do you? No, take your. No, I'm not objecting to the tea.
Stop. We don't have time to edit around this. Please go. Please go. Please go.
Oh, yeah, we're mic'd. Okay, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Yeah, Nick's getting tea, and he also said to me something really sweet. Backstage, he was like, "You're one of the best guys I've ever met my whole life."
That rules, dude.
It's just nice to get an affirmation from a friend who's known you for so long.
Yeah. Nick rules.
I read Andre Agassi's autobiography like years ago. He's from Vegas.
Okay.
He's a local legend.
Right.
And his dad was.
Wait, you're from Vegas?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I thought you're from D.C.
No, I started comedy there. I went to college in D.C.
You grew up in Las Vegas?
Yeah.
Yuck.
Why?
I feel like it's a shit place to grow up.
Rhode Island is fucking shit. Look at it. It's
Okay. All right. I got my tea. I'm ready to podcast.
Okay, so Andre Agassi's dad
Yeah.
was
So there's a couple of things. First of all, thank you everybody that came to Raleigh, Charlie Goodnights this weekend. We had a great time. What? I did. We had a great time in Raleigh.
Yeah, what'd you do?
I did Charlie Goodnights, which now they've renamed. The
Goodnights.
Helium people bought it, and they're calling it just Goodnights. And that feels like either call it a fucking Helium, or don't,
Yeah.
don't give me half of the old name.
Helium's a good name too.
It's fine, but Charlie Goodnights, that's like the best name in the world. It's like if you bought if a Chuck E. Cheese, like let's say the best Chuck E. Cheese went out of business, and you were like, yeah, we're buying it. Fucking Chuck E. Cheese is coming back, and it's just called E.
Cheese.
E. Cheese.
Cheese.
Yeah.
Cheese Carol.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
You ever go to a Discovery Zone, or is that regional?
I did. Yeah.
Yes, yeah,
for
Discovery
sure.
Zone.
Birthday
You know,
parties.
it's funny. The words were separate in my head when you said them.
Discovery
And then
Zone?
Well, yeah, I heard Discovery
place was
and then
awesome.
Zone.
Yeah, that place that made
It
Chuck
was
E.
awesome.
Cheese look like E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese sucks compared to
Yeah,
that.
no, Chuck E. Cheese is bullshit.
No, Chuck E. Cheese
Discovery
is
Zone-
cool. There's a big rat. I think I like the whole
You
thing.
like the
The
animatronic.
rat
Anyways,
is the whole thing.
Raleigh, great time this weekend in Raleigh.
Shout out to Raleigh.
Ticket
I heard
sales-
Raleigh was fun.
Ticket sales are a little light, and I was wondering why. It's because there was some sort of
An election year.
Yeah, it's an election year.
Yeah.
They had
It's
there was something going
it's
on.
killing
in Raleigh.
comedy.
It really is
honestly.
already.
Yes, I'm sick of this.
I was thinking
election.
maybe it had to do with the anniversary of Dale Earnhart's death.
That could
Sort
have
of
done it.
A son of North Carolina.
Is Junior still alive?
He is.
Oh,
He is.
yeah.
How's he doing?
Oh, great.
Is he out of the closet?
Was he gay?
I believe he was gay.
You're dropping the dime?
I didn't know it wasn't known.
I mean, you're talking about the Intimidator's son.
Yeah, no,
You
he
gotta
was
be
straight.
careful. You
no,
gotta be
Dale
careful.
Earnhardt was straight,
You're
but
gonna
I
make a
think,
lot of enemies.
I think Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Pretty much the entire South might, the South might rise
He's just
again.
the intimator, the son, and he's always like suggesting things in sort of a gay way.
I'll never tell.
Yeah,
It's my little secret.
yeah.
The Intimator. Yeah. I can.
So Raleigh was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Raleigh had a good time. I went I saw Ari Shaffir and Ryan O'Neal and some guy named Dylan that I don't know.
Dylan, who?
I don't know. I can't remember. I met him
What do
once.
you remember about him?
Yeah, he's a guy with a face. And then Colin Tyrell was there, and they all had a tour bus, which I was
Were
like,
they
man,
having
that's.
sex with each other?
I think so, but I went to see them because they were the Improv on Thursday, and this I got another bone to pick. We're putting Ian Fidance on the kill him. I want him dead. But Ari on notice because he tells me we're getting a tour bus. And I'm like, all right, well, here's where my hotel is. He's like, yeah, we're picking up the bus now. We'll be at the Improv in an hour. I'm like, okay, well, here's where I am. And I didn't want to ask for it, but it's like, I had to call a Lyft to where the bus was.
And the bus has wheels.
The bus
on
has
wheels
fucking wheels
and an
on it.
engine.
I don't,
Yeah.
come on.
Right.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the point of having a
Brakes
tour
as well,
bus?
so
Yeah.
they can stop in front of the place where you were. I'm
Right,
sorry.
yeah, your
And
whole
a door
thing is,
that opens would
the
allow you
whole
in.
thing, yeah, exactly. Didn't happen. I had
Right,
to
so
take
you
a,
had to
I had to take a Lyft.
A car to
your
a
way.
car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
And then I had a Lyft driver who I think maybe the dumbest person I've ever met in my
What
life.
made you think that?
The things that he was saying.
What was he saying?
I get in the car and we're driving and like he says nothing. First of all, he's got an empty lidocaine patch, like packet on the back seat.
His back
Like,
hurt.
just to let you know, I'm on drugs. I'm driving the car, but
Wait,
just
lighter cane?
lidocaine.
What the fuck is that?
It's a painkiller, but it's a
Oh, okay.
patch. It's like you put it
No,
on.
it's like a numbing thing. It's like icy hot, isn't it?
I thought there was some sort of
No, you get a
narcotic
CVS,
element
yeah.
to it. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
All right, so he's a drug addict. who
He's a
has
drug
sore-
He's
addict.
on
He's
heavy
got a
drugs.
sore back.
Schedule 1. Yeah.
So he picks me up. He's got that just on the back seat, just out in the open.
Right.
His back a
Disgusting.
diaper or
Pig
whatever.
behavior.
Right? Yeah, terrible. Fucked up on lidocaine.
Yeah.
And then we drive like 10 minutes, and then he goes, he's like, man, North Carolina's big, man. Ah shit. I was like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean in North
He
Carolina?
wanted you to ask him where he was from.
I mean, what do you mean? He's like, I thought Georgia was big, but North Carolina's big.
He's from Georgia.
I guess he is from Georgia. And then but I did inquire, and then he goes, nah, I'm from Jersey. And I said, okay. And I didn't understand like where this
He
was
wanted
going.
to tell you his story.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what was his story? Did you ask?
He did not have a story. He said he's driving from New Jersey. He was not supposed to be in North Carolina. He was driving from Jersey.
Oh, he picked up a lift
in the
shift?
middle of a road trip. Yeah.
That's bleak.
High on lidocaine.
Yeah.
Wow. Did he drive you to the bus though?
Yes, the front of the
Yeah.
Improv. He dropped me off there, and then I saw the tour bus, and then you would think that would be cool, because I was like, man, I'm on the road by myself.
Uh-huh.
I wish I was on a tour bus with other comics.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you see the bus, and you're like, oh, this is terrible.
Was it a big bus?
I mean, it's as big as a bus gets, but it's still just a fucking bus.
Yeah, but was it
It's like
nice?
bunk beds.
The bunk beds in the bus?
You're just a mobile Chinese person, basically. You're just living in.
In a tenement.
Yeah.
Was there like a little kitchen?
I didn't see a kitchen.
No.
No, I
Did you
just
go
saw
in
the
the bus?
beds, and I was like, oh, this seems like it would not be.
You walked in.
They're
you were
probably they're in that bus right now. I guarantee the tour's still going on.
Like, you
think
walked
right
in.
now?
You were
They've
like,
been in that
actually,
bus.
this is lame.
Yeah.
You said to him.
You think 4:05 p.m. they're in the bus?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or it's
they're
parked out
rocking
front
in
of
there.
somewhere.
Really?
They've parked the bus in whatever town they're in, and then they're taking lifts to Jason's Deli or wherever they're going.
They don't drive the bus everywhere?
If
Apparently
So
They're
they
not.
didn't pick
they
you
didn't
up.
pick me up, and I would imagine that bus
Never-
is
have-
probably a union bus driver. So he's like, I just go to the place,
Oh,
and then,
those guys. Don't make
right,
them
and
work.
then I'm locking myself in the bathroom and shitting for 36 hours.
Do you have to have a union bus driver to have a tour bus? Like, is that like part
I think
of the
you
tour
have
bus
to have a
stipulation?
CDL guy because it's
Yeah.
over a
You can't
certain.
just have a friend.
No, you need a commercial driver's license. Yeah. Were there any girls on the bus?
Oh,
No,
0 girls.
0 girls.
That's why the bus sucked. Yeah. If it was bunk beds and all chicks, you'd be
Yeah.
like, actually,
Just the women that follow
Hello,
Colin Tyrell.
lady.
and
bus
them.
ladies are the coolest.
Yeah, they don't even like comedy. They're not.
they're
They just
Colin
like
Tyrell
buses.
heads. Yeah.
They like
groupies.
buses.
They like buses.
They're like, I love getting fucked on a bus.
I like big.
I don't care who it is. If you got a bus, my pussy is open for bussiness.
I'm bussing.
I remember when I saw Dumb and Dumber as a kid getting really sad when they give the Swedish bikini models directions instead of getting in.
Yeah,
I didn't even like know what fucking was at that time. I
and
was
you knew they missed an opportunity to have some bus ladies.
like, go to the bus.
Yeah.
Sexy girls.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Sexy girls.
And bus ladies are all very sexy. I know a lady who used to have
Rosa
sex on a
Parks?
bus. Huh?
Rosa Parks.
Sure, she's a bus lady.
She's the only bus lady I can think of.
What about the girls from the Bang Bus?
Bang. Oh yeah, those are bus ladies.
I used to also get sad at the end of the Bang
It's
Bus.
crazy their
pre-
name
previous-
was Rosa Parks, but she rode the
But
bus.
she drives. Yeah, it rolls.
And the bus, yeah, drives.
Right.
Her name should have been Rosa Driveway, right? Or hasn't that how that works? Rosa Highway.
Passage.
Yeah.
It sounds
Rosa-
like an Ace Seinfeld bit.
It's weird that you park on the Rosa
Her
Park.
name.
There was
It's
a
Rosa
bus
Parks.
driver
You Rosa
lady
Driveway. That's right. Yeah. Right.
in my hometown. There was a bus driver lady who was drinking on the yob all the time. She was a booze bag driving
Really?
elementary school kids, which I mean is honestly
Yeah.
pretty cool way to liven things up for you in a one-horse
But
town.
it's Miss Frizzle. It's Miss Swizzle.
Did
Like
she give
Swizzle
pussy?
stick from a
She didn't give
cocktail.
anybody any pussy. No,
Really?
no, she was very selfish.
So she was a tease.
She was a huge tease because I'm like, you're a bus lady. What are we doing?
In middle school, my bus driver, her titties, they were like hot titties.
Did
they were
she drive with
old ladies' titties? They were basically, she was basically driving with them.
I always thought that was stupid that the bus has a giant wheel, like a giant steering wheel.
like you don't need a big wheel.
Yeah, why isn't it just a
impractical.
regular
Yeah.
fucking steering wheel? I don't understand.
Well, because the bus is big.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I mean.
It's
It's
a
like
big bus.
it's stupid though. It's like
You think it should have a little wheel? and a
it's
big
like
bus?
they invented buses, and then the guy who made the steering wheel was like, "Wouldn't this be funny?" You know what I mean? Like, get it?
Was
It's
the bus,
the bus is big and the wheel's big also.
and the tires are big.
But that makes sense because that goes on the outside. The steering wheel doesn't need a big wheel.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
Yeah. You should tell them.
that's what I'm doing right now.
Are you gonna? Yeah. So North Carolina was one though.
North Carolina was fun. I don't recall a lot of it. And I love when I go to like a town, like I don't know. Let's pick one. Cause you tour, you go to shitty places, and they go. And there's always people after shows that go, "You do anything fun while you're in town?"
Yeah.
I'm
No.
like, "Are you doing anything fun
No,
while
there's
you're
nothing
in
fun.
town?"
No.
No.
Yeah, Cleveland.
I was sad and alone.
Right.
Yeah.
Towns that are fun don't have comedy clubs. They have
There are other
stuff.
options, yeah.
If your town is a comedy club, it's because it sucks. there's nothing to
Factory closed.
do. Yeah,
also,
right.
there was probably more.
Doing
to do.
anything fun in Schaumburg, Illinois this weekend?
Right.
Nope.
There's probably more to do. I mean, maybe not though. But like, it feels like everything is the same everywhere, right? There's like a Chili's.
You're right.
You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah.
what
There's
are
a
we-
Mongolian.
What do I
bar-
have to do?
That's what I like. You go through the South and they got the Mongolian. There's like these businesses that are like like weird ethnicities that people in the South over the last year. It's like a cat, like meeting a new cat. Where It's
Yeah.
like hissing. And
We have
like,
a Hmong
oh, there's a
restaurant.
weird Chinese
Yeah.
business that they probably spent all of the '90s just like hackles up, and like now they're kind of like purring and rubbing. They love the Mongolian grill down south, but I can tell you know that I saw a guy probably 9 X's before the L on his hoodie with like you know my freedom doesn't end where your pussy begins, and there's like a gun on it or something.
He's right.
That's a cool
yeah, like
shirt.
a 2
He's right.
Yeah.
That's a cool shirt.
Take that, women.
At the Mongolian barbecue, going for plate number 9. Yeah, Mongolian grill.
Have you been-
BD's Mongolian grill.
Have you been in New Mexico?
Yes,
What do you think of it?
I like it. I mean, the desert is the most depressing place. in
Doesn't
the
it feel a
country.
little haunted in like Albuquerque?
Yeah, but by aliens.
Maybe.
Yeah, Albuquerque is like. Albuquerque's that's like how they do like a Taco Bell that's also a Pizza Hut. It feels like a Taco Bell / fucking, like rape crisis center. That's what Albuquerque feels like. You know what I mean? They're like, you can get a Taco Bell Grande, but also
emergency.
your
Yeah.
husband can't get you here. It's like we have a cot.
Do you need help?
Yeah, we have a cot. You're away from your husband, but
The cycle of violence.
But the
you
ghost
just
of
take
other
them back.
people's attackers.
but you might be assaulted by a bigger woman.
or a ghost.
Yeah.
Is it prison rules in a battered
In
woman
Albuquerque,
shelter?
yeah,
Oh,
something
in
like that.
Albuquerque,
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm a child.
I'll tell you,
of the
my friend used to
Southwest.
live next to a battered women's shelter in Brooklyn, and those ladies are pretty loud, up all hours of the night,
Come on,
yapping
dude.
outside, talking
Come on,
away.
Ryan. After what they've been through, you
I mean,
can't-
yeah,
you
no,
can't
I-
complain.
No, I'm saying I
It's
just
very
mean
funny that they call it a battered women's shelter.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's
a
like
tough
this
look.
language from 100
It's
years
rude.
ago.
It is.
Yeah.
It's pretty rude to them.
Yeah. I work at the Center for Fucked Children. I'm a social worker. I help out down at the
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, it also would be. I imagine it would be very difficult to get along with other battered women. You know?
Why?
Just some fucking.
Because
just some
everyone has
fat-
a different.
Just
type
some
of-
fat Cajun piece of shit being like battered women, because he thinks it means like deep fried.
Yeah.
Oh, I
That's
get it.
good. Yeah.
Woo! That
That was some New Orleans.
I can't. Yeah, let me get down there and lick my fingers on them. Let me lick the fingers on that bitch.
Deep fried lady.
Yeah, right. Deep fried.
I had a
lady.
battered
Big
women
old
po'
real
boy.
battered bitches. That's what they got down.
That's a bus lady.
Woo!
Come on now.
Yeah. Do they come with shrimp? Did they got shrimp in them? You know, something along those lines.
But seriously, there's nothing funny about when a woman is hit by a
No, I don't believe that that's a good thing at all.
You gotta be crazy to be beating your wife in like
That's
2024.
no, it's absolutely bananas.
Yeah, in 2024 to be beating your wife still.
kind of crazy.
I also think
Yeah.
having a pacemaker just makes it not smart.
Yeah,
'Cause she could-
having a
she could get me
pacemaker
good.
is fucking lame
Wait.
too.
Oh yeah,
If someone just 5-finger punched you, you're done.
It would suck. Yeah, I don't know what would happen, but it might pop because there's wires running through my fucking body, so you could.
Oh, that's right. You
potentially-
do have a pacemaker.
What are the
Yeah.
directions on that? Like, what do they tell you to do?
You don't really do. It's like they can program it, but I don't really. I just have to stay away from magnets. I can't go near fucking like a MRI or a microwaves apparently, which I don't know who's getting in close proximity with microwaves. But yeah,
See, that's troubling to me because it's like nothing is supposed to come out of the microwave. You know what I mean?
What
Like
do you mean come out of?
Like the waves are not supposed to come out of the
Oh,
microwave.
the gamma.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Right. So why would it be a problem?
For people with pacemakers.
Yeah.
Because then it seems like that's a problem for everybody. And they're
Correct.
like, look, if you're.
You can notice it here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't believe microwave food is gonna have good. It's not good.
I
don't
like
think
it.
it's good.
I think
like it.
it's been around long enough that
I
we
like
don't
it,
really have to
yeah.
worry about it.
You think that there will be no ramifications of the microwave? You
No.
don't think
I
there's-
got in a real
Heated microwave
relationship
debate?
battle where she's like, I don't want one, and I was like,
The problem with them is
Who was
they
this?
make
Who
food.
my girlfriend.
They
she
make
was like,
food taste
we could
like
just
shit.
use the stove, and I was like, no, I don't want to like do a pot or a pan every time I want to heat shit up.
You know, you're right. I think it is a rather effeminate fear to fear the microwave. But I also have,
She also once said she didn't want air conditioning because in Paris they don't have it. I hate women. I hate them. They just say stuff like that. Paris people don't have them.
you know where they do have air conditioning, the battered women's shelter. Am I wrong?
I hope so. I hope they do.
God
Do they
damn.
have a Hilton hotel in Paris? Could I
Probably.
book a weekend there and just be the most obnoxious guy?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just sitting in the lobby waiting for people to come in. Hey, guess where we are?
The thing is that it really bothers them if
What,
you're
saying
an
Paris
obnoxious
Hilton?
American. Yeah.
Saying
But
Paris
that I
Hilton
think you
there,
could
yeah.
if you triple down on
Yeah.
them inside of that, I think that's not that's probably the ideal play because I think what they sense is I'm sorry, I need to acclimate, and they don't give you credit. You know what I mean? Like you go to a
no.
Spanish-speaking country, they're like, oh, you're trying, yay! But you go to a French-speaking country, and they are just cunts.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm not allowed to say cunt.
Why not?
I
He's
heard
a
it's
clean
bad.
comic.
Oh,
Clean
are you a
comic.
clean comic?
Yeah, he is.
I haven't seen because I quit stand up 10 years ago. So
No, you just
I
did
don't
it
think-
in North Carolina.
I don't think I've seen you do a set since Over the 8, like
Oh
a
wow,
decade
that place
ago.
has been burned to the ground.
You know what happened to it? A girl tried to climb out of the bathroom window and like fucked her body all up.
Oh Jesus
She was
Christ.
drunk, yeah, and like tried to climb out of the bathroom window, and then her dad like sued the bar.
That's
They were like, your windows aren't girl
Climbable.
Yeah, right, yeah, girl proof or something, and then they sued him.
Is
and
it on the first floor?
yeah.
What an idiot. I hate women. They took
You've said that multiple
They
times.
took the mic at Over the 8 away from us because they can't use doors versus windows. They
Yeah.
can't tell the difference.
That was a fun.
That was a fun mic.
Actually, that's when I remember quitting. Well, I didn't. It took a long time.
but you're doing it.
Sort of. Yeah, but over the last 10 years, I didn't really.
Yeah.
You know, and then I went to Over the 8 one time for an open mic. I was like, maybe I'll get back in. And I went to Over the 8, and it was an open mic, and I was like, so this sucks. And this was like the first thing I said, because it's an open mic, and nobody wants to be doing New York open mics because they're terrible.
Yeah.
And then the girl running it was like, you suck.
Oh, God.
And then everybody's like,
It
yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck? No, I'm
Wow.
saying that it sucks to be doing open mics.
communally,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
And they're like, boo. And yeah, they were all like happy about being open mic comedians. I'm like,
Good for
okay,
them.
enjoy that.
Good for them.
I'm going to go back to my podcast that makes fucking $8 million a year.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now all those people are dead. I'm assuming they got killed during
I
the
hope
BLM
so.
protests.
No, they did.
I would imagine so.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Comedy really showed
They
up.
were killed by the police. The police. Did you know the NYPD killed 800 people during the BLM protests here in New York?
At the creek in the cave.
And the creek in the cave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just opened up.
They went in there and they confiscated the diarrhea that
They call it
that they'd been using as an air freshener in the basement of
yeah.
the creek in the cave. For
It's
the
kind of
last
like
decade.
comedy's Stonewall riots, except we lost.
Yeah, it sounds like I don't think we would do well, comedians in a brawl against the police,
Gay guys were.
destroying. But that's
That's embarrassing, bro.
I
It
don't
would
think
be
so.
funny to see you just get like completely jumped by gay guys.
Me?
Yeah, considering all the like you're doing one of your classic snickering at gay guys, and
I
then
don't do that.
You do it all the time.
I don't do that.
I've never been around a gay man without you snickering.
Yeah.
One time we were in an airport at a Dunkin' Donuts, and Nick and I both laughed at the way that a guy said "dulce de leche" about the donut he was getting. I'll get
Can
one.
you imagine?
Dulce de leche.
Can you imagine just a guy
We
turning
both
around being
laughed.
like, "What the fuck are you laughing at?" And
We
then
both
Adam
laughed. It
being
was
like,
funny.
Nothing.
It's a
and-
gay-sounding word, and he said it in a
and then
gay
they just-
way.
Yeah, they just beat
At
they
Dunkin'
beat him to
Donuts.
death.
And he was fat, and he was like a Vineyard Vines style of like tucked shirt, like a gay guy, that kind of gay guy. And he said "dulce de leche." It was funny.
Yeah, I could see how that would be funny.
It's
how
not
about this?
prejudice.
How about this? 12 Years a Slave, the movie.
Okay.
Nothing changes
Okay.
except Martin Lawrence is the lead.
Uh-huh.
Everything, the lines are the same. Does it read as a comedy?
Uh-huh. He is funny.
I haven't seen the movie.
Oh, you haven't? I imagine you don't have to change anything. You just put Martin Lawrence as the
He's
lead.
funny.
And it's him in the South. He's like, no, you don't
He is
understand. I'm a doctor in Boston. And they're like, shut up.
Yeah.
They just don't believe him.
And then,
Huh?
and then,
And then eventually he goes back to Boston.
that's how that movie goes.
Yeah. The movie is, I think I brought this up recently. I had to stop myself. But if you think about it, like, 'cause it's been 10 years since I've seen 12 Years a Slave.
Uh-huh.
And now that I have distance, just as a premise, it's kind of funny. Like the idea that there's a guy, he's a fucking
free
famous
man.
violinist in Boston.
Yeah.
And then he gets kidnapped and brought down to the South, and they're like, "You're a slave," and he's like, "I'm not a slave. I'm a fucking violinist in Boston." And the other people that are slaves, they're supposed to be like, "Oh, well, that's like great. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna help you get like, we'll stay here. We'll
Yeah,
help
yeah.
you."
Oh, that's what they did. They helped.
You're better
Ah,
than
yeah,
us.
I don't- yeah, right.
We're supposed to be slaves.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're like, I mean, I don't know how much autonomy you have, but because there's a lot
Probably
of
not a lot.
There's a lot of internal investigating that people do where they go, if I lived during slavery times, would I have done anything? Would I have been an abolitionist?
I
and it
would've.
mostly falls on white people.
I
if
would've
you
done it.
if you were a free black guy living in the North during slavery times,
Uh-huh.
it's like, wouldn't you just want to leave this country entirely?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's like, and you're
But it
just
wasn't
not.
great for
Okay,
black
here's a
people
question.
anyway.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
Ethically, what do you think is better? Right, in this time, just being a slave owner, or being an abolitionist who molests children. And you only molest
Why
the
not
children.
both?
Children.
Why not both?
many
Why not
children?
being
You
a
only
slave
molest
owner?
No,
white
he's
children.
saying, he's saying either or.
You
You're
only-
saying I can be whatever I want in the
No,
world.
no, no. I'm
No,
saying
he's
which
saying
is ethically
what?
worse.
There's two.
If I could
How many
be,
kids?
if I could, dream scenario, I can
How
do
many
whatever I
kids?
want. Why can't I be a slave
How many
owner
kids
that
and how many
molests children?
slaves?
You-
Numbers.
You own 40 slaves, and you molest 40 or more children, and they're all the children of slave owners, and you are an abolitionist. You're actively fighting against slavery, but you're still molesting the children of slave owners.
I don't know, bad.
12 years old, a slave. That would be
That would be what that is, yes.
Nice.
12 years old, comma, a slave, which is worse. Who gets it worse in this scenario?
So he's an abolitionist, but he's only doing that to like virtue
Okay,
signal.
all right, so what's...
He's like, I'm a great guy. and
Here's
then
a question.
No, I think
Here's
he's
a question.
anti-slavery, but he happens to
doesn't
be
like it.
attracted to
Here's
kids.
a hypothetical.
He's doing that to the kids.
Yes.
Well, let's
What's the
hear it.
hypothetical.
What's worse, being a slave owner that molests children or being somebody into contact juggling?
What's that?
The crystal balls that you... It would have been funny if 30 seconds ago I just said it. And you kept talking, and then you asked me, and I didn't want to pout, so I said it anyways.
Well, I'm glad you
Did
said
you ever
it.
see a guy
I'm glad you
contact
said it.
juggling on the train?
Is that when you just do
It's
this?
just a
You don't let
spin-
go of the ball.
It's always a Chinese guy in a trench coat spinning two balls.
Yeah,
like
I've seen
like a
people do that.
Morpheus
On the
style.
train, yeah, on the
Yeah.
train, yeah.
I
I feel
have
like that's way worse. What is that practice for? I can only imagine one thing.
Juggling nuts.
Playing with the
Yeah,
nuts.
right.
Like
yeah.
spinning.
What is that?
I do know
What
someone-
muscles are you developing doing
Dude, I
that?
do know someone who spun their balls around while like playing with themselves, and they twisted their fucking
My
nuts.
friend in middle school, he twisted his balls. He had to go to the doctor.
Yeah, no, you had to get
Just
surgery.
doing
He
labyrinth?
had to go to
Yeah,
the
because
doctor.
there's like little veins that connect
'Cause
your
the-
nuts
yeah,
to your
the
inside.
wires that connect the balls.
They're not just loose in
Yeah,
there.
of course, I know.
They got
yeah.
some
You-
wires in there.
No, I do know that.
You don't know that.
Well, everything in
You
your
don't know
body
where the
needs a
nuts are.
blood supply. You're not Rayman. You need your fucking everything's connected.
Yeah, but you would assume your balls, you could
But
just
who's
turn them back
getting
around.
who's getting off on twisting their nut? Like twisting my nuts? Like that? Like I'm
I think he was probably
jerking off fucking.
experimenting.
Yeah.
Maybe,
And he was
yeah.
like, let's see if some bad happens.
I
and then he's
suppose
in the
that's true.
hospital and he goes, okay, it does.
The
Something
first
bad
time that I
happens.
ever masturbated, I did just press. I didn't know how to masturbate. I just pressed my penis into a carpet until I got rug burn. So I could see twisting a nut
Yeah.
around. Yeah,
They call that
really.
an Indian burn, right?
No,
somehow.
that's this.
Oh, that's
yeah,
a sunburn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Indian.
I call it a first person's indigenous burn.
Yeah, I don't even know where that would have come from.
Yeah. The
Like
Apache.
what is this motion?
Comanche.
I mean, it's
Yeah, the contact juggling guys, that's a tough one.
You said that or pedophilia?
Huh?
Pedophilia or the balls?
yeah, certainly the contact
I
juggling
guess.
is.
This is
better.
why I can't be on camera.
Yeah, I
I
think
can
that-
say all this stuff if I'm over there.
No, you
can say it.
You're awesome.
You did it. You already
You're
said
awesome,
it. You
brother.
Did it. Yeah, you're doing great.
You're awesome,
I was
brother.
trying to figure out why this camera has this weird fucked up lens flare, and it's because this light is on, and that's not supposed to be on.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a Spielberg
Oh,
style.
okay.
It's kind of like a, what do you call it?
Yeah, Spielberg famously just
Yeah.
his movies look like absolute shit.
He had a lens. He used a lens flare style.
He's got yeah.
Yeah.
The whole corner of the frame is always just blown out.
Yeah, like
Every
Spielberg.
every
He's the guy. He did Jaws.
Yeah, he did Jaws.
Do you know that shark was fake?
Yeah.
And do you know that
It's
it
a
caused
movie.
the death of several real sharks?
You know what? Did you
Do
know?
you know
this?
that Jar Jar Binks is
Yeah.
fake?
No. But did you know that several real sharks died as a result of that? People started hunting
Yeah,
sharks.
but that's not an
cares?
animal that people care about.
Yeah,
You know who
but
Trump hates them.
he hates sharks?
He hates them.
Why?
A shark is a fish, but people already hunted shark. You eat them. That's like saying, oh, do you know after the deer
No,
hunt
they
came
started
out, people
just
started
murder.
killing deers, dude, because of the name.
No, the death of sharks, the murder of sharks
Because of the
went up
name, they
thousands
started
of
killing.
percents.
People went out in PA and they started
Jesus,
shooting
Ryan.
deer.
That was a great Hollywood fun fact, brother.
Hey, I just thought it was an interesting fact. You don't think that's interesting? That one movie comes out about a shark and everyone's so stupid that they start killing
They're
every shark?
assholes, dude. They're
Sharks?
Yeah.
It could be nice. They're harmless. They don't have.
sleep. They're fucking. They're scary.
Why are they scary? Because Steven Spielberg made them scary. You got brainwashed.
I remember when I was a kid and I just heard the word nurse shark, I wanted to fuck it.
Yeah.
Just based on.
Anytime I hear nurse, I think porn.
Well, I just, I don't know,
Fucking-
something about a nurse shark. It's
Yeah.
like it's just a big pussy that swims around and you
Hello,
can fuck it.
nurse. Yeah. Have you had sex?
In my life. Yeah.
So you and your wife are separated.
Correct.
And that's, you're staying in this, you're in the same house or?
No, not at all. What the fuck? No,
I didn't say. Hey, if you don't want to talk about it, we
No,
can go
we
back
can-
to
we
we
can
can go
talk
back
about
to what about the slave pedophile? Or,
dude, I didn't start this.
Yeah.
I married a lady when it was 6 months into dating
Slavery,
her, and she was getting kicked out of the country because she was graduating college, and we were
Get
both in
outta
college.
here,
And so
asshole.
I was like, in order for her to stay in the country, we had to get married. So we went to the town hall and we signed the papers.
So you're admitting to the
What the
INS
fuck goes
right
on
now.
at town hall? It's weird that we still have those.
Yeah,
It
I
seems
would
such
agree
an
with that.
antiquated thing.
It does seem
Really?
very antiquated.
Yeah, people go down there just to get like just marriages that won't last. And
Well, you
then-
got to take them down if you're in a small town.
And there's town
And there's-
councils, and,
and the
these
corruption
people all
goes all the
make,
way to
like,
the top.
decisions about the height of shrubbery or something.
That's where you get those crazy videos on the internet where they're like, we're putting a stop sign on 35th
Yeah.
Street, and the guy shows up and he's like, you fucking boobs!
No,
if I
absolutely.
get-
There's
a helicopter outside my house, and it's watching me fucking send these fucking N-word neighbors, And they're like, okay. And then they just have to do that because of the
They
Constitution.
have to let him talk.
They
Yeah.
just have to let people come in here, and they're like, okay, yeah, it's really just about, we want to put a bench.
Schizophrenics.
Yeah, we want to put a bench in the park. You just have no outlet.
Yeah, they
You
put
have-
a street light in my town, and people like picketed and sort of fought against that very publicly for about 7
Rhode Island's supposed to be dark.
Yeah.
We don't want a light. It's supposed to be dark.
And now it's a rotary, so they fixed it.
Oh, you call them rotaries.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, why? What do you call them?
Traffic circles.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I suppose that's fine.
That's a New England thing?
I don't know. I thought everyone called them rotaries.
I call them a circus
That's smart.
because you got to be a clown. to
I
be
call them
caught dead.
retarded.
One of those things.
You call them what?
Circus is UK?
I don't know.
Piccadilly Circus?
Sure.
I don't know. dude.
Piccadilly. That's a racist.
It
Can you imagine if
sounds-
you had no idea what Piccadilly Circus
Yeah, it
was?
sounds like a
and you're
slur.
like, dude,
No, it does sound bad.
Yeah.
come on.
It sounds
They're
like
a family.
yeah, it sounds like small boys.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Don't talk about them that way. What
Yeah.
do you mean a Piccadilly Circus?
They're a human
It's
being.
a family reunion.
There was an
Trying to
elephant
just
shot
enjoy.
in my hometown from a circus, and that's the reason why. People were shooting circus animals in the 1820s because they thought that the circus was the Antichrist. They were like, if you're following the circus or going to circus shows, you're against God.
Yeah.
And so, as a result of that death of that elephant, Barnum and Bailey changed what the people know the circus to be, and they got insurance on the animals as a result of that. Another
Wow.
fun fact.
I
Yeah.
love
Rhode Island.
insurance.
Yeah, insurance.
So the circus was more of like a Satanist thing prior to.
Yeah,
prior
that's
to
how they
being-
were pitching it,
Yeah.
so that they or the church was making it that. Basically, anything that wasn't the church, they would say was hell.
I should go to the circus this year, next time it comes through, just to see what the fuck's going on there.
My friend, we had an Indian friend in college, and I didn't get the invite to his wedding, but apparently he got to come in on an elephant. That's
Really?
what the fuck they be doing. And also, if you're a white person, you get invited, you get to wear the outfit.
That I knew.
You're allowed to culturally appropriate.
That I knew.
Yeah.
But I didn't know they actually got an elephant. How much would it cost to get an? You should get an elephant for the show.
It's crazy to think that like mid-match is coming in an elephant.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did he do that? Didn't
Dude,
he just
that's
get?
sick.
Didn't
No,
he get
no, no,
married?
I
That's
don't
way
think
cool.
he-
You guys just pick each other up on chairs. That's not anywhere close to as cool as an elephant.
Oh, that's the part you know about.
Well, what else do you guys do?
There's a fuck room after you say your vows.
And you're supposed to
They
go
send
do.
you to a room, and
That's where the sheet thing comes from, right?
the sheet thing. I think is technically every time you fuck, you're supposed to do it through a sheet.
Every time you
Ghost
fuck,
style.
I wear the sheet.
So you both wear a sheet and you stick your pee-pee through a sheet.
What?
You're both supposed to wear a sheet or something, or there's
Yeah,
a sheet between
both,
you.
Both guys stick their dicks through. Yeah. I don't know if that's a real. I guess it's a real thing. It's like the sucking the blood out of the kid's dick. It's like, they're, I guess like
Which is real, by the way.
yeah,
It's real.
yeah.
He's gonna just try and be like, oh, nobody actually does that. Meanwhile, it's his favorite.
It didn't happen to
It's
me.
his favorite.
I'll
part.
say it didn't happen to me. But I don't think it's that common. I'll say that. But people do it. Some of them Amish fellas down over in Williamsburg.
Yeah.
Were you in town this weekend?
No.
They had their Halloween this weekend.
Really?
Purim, yeah.
So what do they wear?
It's weird. They wear costumes, but they're not like Halloween costumes.
it's
I saw a guy
bizarre.
that was just a light bulb one time.
That's pretty cool. I mean, that's a good costume.
Yeah, I know, but it's like they're not supposed to be spooky. You can just be whatever, which is how Halloween works. But there's still like a spooky or a horror element.
Right.
For Purim, it's like, look, I'm a box of batteries.
That's fun.
I'm
That's honestly a good.
I am
That's a good
fucking
costume.
thumbtack. Yeah, it's objects.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I saw a guy, we were driving through it like in the car, and there was a guy that was just orange. He had an orange fedora, orange suit.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's that a reference?
That's what I mean. It's like there's something schizophrenic
color?
about it. I
Yeah.
love it, honestly. I saw that light bulb and I'm like, what?
Yeah. That's something that I imagine would appeal to you.
Yeah. But because how they normally dress, in their mind, that's normal.
Right.
When it's already a Halloween costume. They're doing Halloween 24/7 to begin with. They're dressed like dead people from fucking 200 years ago. They're ghosts, essentially.
It is an interesting choice to just because that's like a hot set of clothing to wear
It's basically
in
they
the dead of
stopped
August.
like evolving style in like the late 18th century.
And is there a religious reason for that?
I don't know.
You're the authority.
That's
like-
when slavery stopped being legal, so they all went out of business.
It's a mourning. Yeah, it's a
Their,
mourning
all
of
their,
slave.
their
of
main
the-
source of income
was the
dried
triangle
up in about
slave trade.
1865. So
Yeah.
they couldn't buy new clothes. So they've just been wearing
They're like,
generation after generation.
They were actually at a costume party, and a guy had one of those fur ottomans on his head, and then slavery ended. He's like, I guess this is just us from now on. But it was a goof at the time.
Oh.
He was like, what, for the rest of my life? They were like, yeah.
And the rest of your children.
You know
as well.
those things cost like $10,000?
The hats?
we met a guy that.
Yeah.
I said, well, no, it wasn't him. He just at a party describing his friend that stole one of those and getting
On
hit
a
with
bike,
a grand
right?
larceny
Yeah.
charge because they're so fucking expensive.
Holy hell! So it's a flex. Is it
Like-
not a flex? Like you know?
I think it's
like
the
you're showing-
rules.
You have to do it. You have to
I
have
mean,
one.
I don't know. They all have like specific different styles depending on the.
Dude, if that's a hat
yeshiva.
you have to wear and it's $10,000, I would absolutely be the guy selling those hats. Like that's the best guy
of
to
all
be
the
in that
jobs,
community.
yeah.
not
Instead
gonna-
of making the shitty pastries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not gonna buy it.
It's
from
crazy
you.
how there's not a
don't know
in South
that.
Williamsburg. There's not a single destination. I always thought that was weird.
Yeah.
You have like visibly there's a culture there that's like obviously deeply entrenched. It's alien, and it's not like, oh, we got to try this restaurant they have there. It's like all it is just Bible shops basically, and then like
They
the
have their
world's
own. Yeah.
the world's worst shoes.
Yeah. And the stores are like have the worst names.
Yeah,
too.
they're all like borderline fucking trademark violations.
Yeah.
Toys for you.
The
That's my
toys
favorite
one. Yeah, the toys
That's
one.
the
I was
best
about to
one.
say. Yeah. Toys
Yeah.
for you. Yeah.
Instead of Toys R Us.
I have a friend who was like a massage therapist in Williamsburg and
Nice.
said those boys are a big fan of the happy ending.
Yeah.
Your friend Jack them off?
No, she wouldn't do it.
They would
but
be
they
like-
would always ask for the hand
Jack
job.
me off, you could.
Yes. They're kind of there for the hand job.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know?
That's insulting. to
Isn't
your
it
friend.
insulting to my
Your
friend?
friend studied massage therapy for
To not
years.
give hand jobs.
Yeah.
She would have studied hand jobs.
She had to
would have
get-
been a bus gal.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Not
She
everybody
could have
wants
done that under a bridge. You know.
Correct. A bridge in Maryland, perhaps.
No. That's,
Imagine jerking a
that's
guy
the
off
bay.
under that bridge while it's going down. That's fucking. I knew I shouldn't have done this. The good Lord makes me pay.
I did it for $20. I said to myself, $20 is $20.
So what happened? This cargo ship fucked up.
Lost power,
It lost power, so they couldn't steer.
apparently,
Yeah, because I imagine it's not like a bus where they just have a big wheel.
and could pick you up from the hotel.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's computers. So you're like turn left and you're
Which
like
is
I'm in.
horrifying. Like you'd think there would be an analog option on such an enormous fucking thing.
Didn't that happen with remember that cruise ship in Italy?
an oar?
They're like.
Sure.
Remember 10 years ago, the cruise ship in Italy where like they lost navigational systems?
Oh,
and
yeah, I
the
totally remember that.
The Italian captain was like, I will drive it myself. And the boat fucking fell over. like it went into
How do you
port
do
and
that?
fucking no. There's pictures of it are hilarious. Like, the guy went to like fucking prison for like.
Being bad at driving.
Yeah, no, it was like a huge deal because the whole boat, it was like a giant cruise ship, fucking drove into a town and fell over.
That's so
He
funny.
was like, watch this, watch this, the big boat.
That's also so embarrassing to be on that cruise ship that fell, like you're like on like a disgusting vacation, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I think about that, like
You're
getting,
surrounded by fat people.
right,
Yeah.
like you're just a bunch of Danishes falling on you when the boat tips sideways.
Disgusting.
Like people who fall off roller coasters, that's fucking horrifying to me. Like it's like I wanted a cheap thrill, so I fucking, you know, I got scalped by the Superman ride at Six Flags. Like
I want to rewatch Speed 2 Cruise Control.
I was thinking that when you were telling that
Is
story.
that one on a boat?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the first one I rewatched recently.
Did you
It's
like
great.
it?
It's a great movie.
I
yeah.
only remember when I was like,
Pop quiz, hot
The
shot.
second one is awful. They
Yeah,
couldn't get Keanu, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did they get Sandra Bullock for it or no?
yeah, I think so.
It's just some guy replaced Keanu.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And also the boat doesn't go fast. It's like 15 knots. So everyone's like, no. But
Also,
it's just
there's
like
no
this.
obstacles in water, so it's a little less like.
Yeah, but they
stakes.
slam into the town.
Okay,
That's what.
that's cool. I guess. Yeah.
Are you like
And it's what? It's what's his name? That fucking Texas guy with the raisin face. Tommy Lee Jones is the bad guy.
Is he?
I think so, isn't he? Or am I thinking of Under Siege?
I mean, he is the bad guy in Under Siege.
Then
I'm
it's
pretty
Speed
sure.
2. Speed 2, the bad guy's like Dennis Leary or something. It's fucking stupid.
It can't be a big get.
It's
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe. It's either Willem
Is it?
Dafoe
Under
or Dennis
Siege is
Leary.
the Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Yeah, he's cool.
The best. Little did they know
That he was truly a musician at heart.
that he can play the blues
Absolutely.
and talk like a black guy at the same time.
Does he do that?
Yeah. After Glimmer Man, he has like a distinct, like.
Oh, he changed the way he speaks.
You know, it's funny. It's like because you know that all the Indian comics sort of do like a cool black guy voice, but it's not really. The voice they're doing is Steven Seagal,
You think?
kind of. They're all like, "Shit, I don't know." Maybe, you know, it's not like listen, playboy. You know, they're not like doing that. It's like, you know, it's like, well, it's Steven Seagal.
It's jazz.
Yeah,
It's kind
jazz,
of like
yeah.
New Orleans jazz.
Yeah. Zatarans. They're always saying that.
Yeah, Zataran.
Yeah, Zataran.
Yeah, Akash is always saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zataran.
I have heard he
Akash,
says that a lot.
new special dropped. Akash 2 weeks ago. I am definitely copying the intro identical. If I release a second special, I'm mad that I. didn't
What's
come
his
up with that
intro?
first. He's got like Indian women doing some kind of traditional dance.
Oh, right.
Sick.
Yeah, you could do that.
I'm doing that for sure. If I ever put out, I'm an exact carbon copy.
I'm gonna have.
Like the same lady.
The same exact women, the same song,
I'm gonna get Jewish women to dance for mine.
but an Indian dance.
I'm gonna get bus ladies.
Is that your culture?
Yeah, for sure.
Really?
Uh huh.
Your mother drove a bus?
No, she didn't. No, but like my town, I would say bus people is. I mean, I have a friend who grew up on several buses, and we used to party there
Who?
in the woods. Huh?
Like a hobo friend?
No, not a hobo friend. He's a good friend, and he was a smart engineer type who grew up on several buses.
the
in the
Goodwill
woods.
Hunting of the bus.
Actually, yes.
He lives on a bus.
Really?
And yeah, yeah.
Was it nice in there?
Yeah, as nice as
It was kind of like a van life, Gabby Petito.
Absolutely that, absolutely
Gabby
that.
Petito style.
But that van life thing, I don't know if I am huge on because that's like just
That whole cat. I mean, it's still one of the most fascinating crimes of all time.
what?
Just because who those people were was so much more offensive to me than the actual crime itself.
Wait, what's the
killing
crime
your
we're talking
girlfriend.
The guy that killed Gabby Petito.
Laundry.
Brian Laundrie.
I'm not a.
He
I'm
killed
not
his.
with it.
They were a van life couple. They had an Instagram
Oh.
account. He beat her up and then killed her in like, I don't know, at like fucking Burning Man or something. And then he went on the run and got eaten by alligators.
In Florida, yeah. It's pretty cool.
I mean that's
Pretty
fun.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what offended you about it?
Just the van life fucking, you know.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. A lot of those people are rich and cosplaying as poor. That's my guess.
But even if they're poor, I mean, it's like what I don't like is this idea that life is a journey to be discovered
as an adult,
as anyone. as anyone. It's just such an obnoxious, yeah.
It is very like independent.
Because it's
spirited work.
bullshit. It's
Yeah.
like, I mean, and it's like, it's clearly bullshit.
You're
Like,
clearly
I'm
avoiding something.
not being misanthropic here or cynical. The man
No.
murdered his girlfriend. It's like,
Which is not as bad as van life influencer.
Well, I'm saying van life influencer is fake and it's bullshit.
It's the thing
As
you do when
evidence,
you're-
as evidenced by the fact that he murdered his girlfriend and got eaten by alligators.
Yeah.
And all of their posts are like, wow, to be in love and to be in a van and
Yeah.
on the road. So meanwhile, he's just beating the shit out of this bitch and keeping her prisoner. And then he's like, ooh, just wait until you see those alligators.
Yeah. He was keeping her prisoner on wheels.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Kind of a Ari Shaffir style tour.
I would be a grouchy hater if it was like that story didn't end the way it did.
You would be?
The alligator
I would
was
be.
satisfying for you.
If I was just
Yeah.
looking at a couple,
Hypothetically, you'd be a grouchy hater.
I would be a grouchy hater if it was like I just found these people and I was like, these people aren't actually fucking happy.
Yeah.
Then they'd be like, oh well, that says more about you than it does about them. But that's not what happened. What happened is he murdered his girlfriend
Violently.
and then got eaten by crocodiles.
Yeah.
I mean, that's beautiful, though. The last
Good.
part. Not the murdering of the lady.
Yeah.
So wait, did they find the lady?
How the fuck? This is my question. Where
she's
the
murdered.
alligators come from? Australia? How the fuck did they end up here?
The swamps.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
where did they come from? Like America shouldn't have dinosaurs. I don't feel.
Yeah, but they're like prehistoric, right? So they're like
So it's Native Americans' fault.
they are indigenous.
Yeah,
first
okay.
first persons.
Because we brought all the other shit, like cats and fucking
Elephants.
cows.
Horses.
And,
Yeah.
literally everything. There was
Horses.
none of that shit
Yeah.
was here.
Yeah.
The only animals here were alligators, I guess,
I think
and
pigeons
buffalo.
too. Pigeons aren't from here.
No, we brought. The only thing they had is alligators and buffalo.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's true. And we were able to get rid of the fucking buffalo.
I bet there were
Alligators,
rats
you're,
here.
you're up next.
No, they came over on the ships.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. They came with my boys, Ellis Island,
That's
Fievel style.
wow.
What?
No, I'm just taking that
You were
in.
looking at me like I said something insane.
No, I was not. I just have vitiligo on my eyelash, so I look a little ridiculous.
My dog has that too.
Oh, you have an Australian Shepherd?
No, a pit bull. But she has two different color eyes.
Fuck yeah.
So it's not even the same thing.
No, her eyelashes are.
You said he
two
has
different colors.
vitiligo, and you're describing heterochroma.
You're a fucking idiot.
Sorry, I'm not a fucking dog doctor, dude.
You acted like one. You acted like you knew about dog stuff.
There's a lot of things you're not.
Like what?
Straight.
Tell him, Ron.
Yeah, dude. Fuck you.
You got anything you want to plug? You got the special coming up.
I'm not gay.
I mean, theoretically.
Yeah, in like a year or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's going to be called.
I mean, I don't know when this comes out or if it comes
Welcome to New Delhi. Boop. And that's right.
out. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
And you got the Indian dance.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know when this comes out, but
I think we should all agree as comedians from here on out, every special has a traditional Indian dance at the beginning. I feel like every single one should have one.
It's not fair that just Akash could do it.
Well, he didn't. He's not saying. I
Did
can't
you see-
imagine Akash is saying no one's allowed to do it.
Did you see the beginning?
I don't know anything about him, but based on the one time I've ever talked to him, I would imagine he would be fully on board with the idea of everyone having the same Indian dance at the beginning of all of their specials.
Tiffany Haddish, like, I guess discovered she's Jewish. She had a special on Netflix called Black Bar Mitzvah or something. And she came out to Hava Nagila.
this happened in real life.
Seriously. It's pretty.
Now, did she convert to
insane.
Judaism after everyone was calling her a child molester? Because
Yeah,
that's a funny move. Remember
Yeah.
that? She got out and people were like, oh, Tiffany Haddish and her husband are...
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was her and Ari Spears, right?
Yeah. Ari
Yeah.
Spears are child molesters, and then she's like, actually, I'm
I'm
Jewish.
Jewish.
So that explains that part.
It's
of
my
the-
culture.
She Kevin Spacey'd him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the best. That's the Uno reverse. Actually, I'm gay.
It's a
And
smart
I'm
man.
Kaiser Soze. And I'm House of Cards. And I'm gay. And I'm gay. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. I think we're good.
Okay, I will be in Portland, Oregon on April 11th through the 13th please come out. The tickets are available at mall.dog/live-shows/.
How about you, Ryan?
I will be in Boston April 11th through the 13th, and
Nice.
later in April I'll be in other parts of Massachusetts, Philly, Frederick, Maryland, and early May
Cellar
I'll be in.
Door?
Yeah, and then in early
Is
May,
that still a Dave show for a room?
Uncle Dave?
Uncle Dave?
I don't know. And
Uncle
then
Davey?
early May, Denver, Colorado.
Go see him. He's great.
Yeah,
Okay?
I don't know
Thanks.
how this
Comedy
will
Works-
turn out, but
Comedy
my
Works
comedy is
Denver?
good.
He's a phenomenal comedian.
Thank you. Thank
What
you.
do you mean turnout? Were you under the assumption that this gets edited into something better?
No, I just mean it's gonna be whatever it is.
Well,
but
you're-
yeah, Ryan at
you're
Ryan
insulting
Donahue
us?
on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say.
He had a bad time, Adam. That's what he's
You
telling
didn't
me.
enjoy it.
I mean, I have no idea what happened, but I had a good time.
Who is more his fault or more my fault?
I have no. There's no
You
assigning
can say
blame.
it's his fault. It's okay.
You-
It sounded like Pete laughed, but he was coughing.
No, he was coughing.
Yeah.
It was just a single cough off.
Whose fault?
Huh?
Whose fault?
No,
I'd say it was the chemistry that you guys had before the show.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. We'll see you Wednesday or Thursday or something. Bye.
Good night, Charlie.
and good luck.